Ooh. Hello, this is Pixie. Another video. Just talk about time actually, and what people believe is going on, and how unusual it really is. Right, so these cars go. Yeah, definitely let that one go, because it could be dodgy. So basically there was some knowledge I received with regards to the Akashic records, that we all sort of have our own versions. If I'm pronouncing it right, it varies a little bit. It varies from culture to culture as well. And within them records, our life is written, but it's also written in our consciousness, in our because we experience different lives. Yeah. So basically, our past and future are always in influx. It's only really, that's fine. It's only our present that we can actually establish as happening now, as it happening at all. Because everything else, we have memories, and when memories disappear from our mind, we assume that we forgot things. What we don't assume is that the present has rewritten the past, and started to write the future actually. This is why you have this kind of deja vu, whereby things are brought forth. But these are usually brought by, I thought it was just a natural ability, but there's some of these spiritual abilities. That's nice. Actually, let's go. Are to do with the entities that are connected to you, so they're just rerouting it back into your consciousness. And so the memories of things that you've forgotten are merely altered and changed, because you're here for an experience, not to be held back by trauma and, for points of change within your existence. The only reason they exist is to support what's happening in the present. So as soon as you as an entity change, they don't need to exist anymore. So it's really all getting rewritten at the moment. It's like the mouse in the wheel that's still whatever a pet would spin one of them wheels around, and you feel like you're going forward, but actually you're just twisting time in on yourself. It's recycling itself. But what you're doing is it's leaving some type of mark there that's written into your experience, and then you reapply the same experience over and over again, so you're doing the same movement, and then this thing builds a kind of momentum, and that seeds what you are. You become that algorithm, that pattern, and that projects into the future and into the past. So the present is always changing, and there's the paradox of parallels as well. So if some part of me exists in another form, in what appears to be the same time, but time isn't really relevant, really. I mean, if it's an influx, it's merely a projection of, it's like telling someone how you figured out a calculation, and you're using points as references, and that's what time is. You're saying, I act and behave because of this happened when I was young, this happened in this phase when I was an adult, and this happened when I was an old man. So it's kind of a strange thing, or I gained this experience from this person. the time really wasn't that important. It's just measurement, system of measurement. And then when you let go of this kind of system, you'll just be left with the experience of that algorithm. Because I was wondering if the past and the present existed, and to be honest, since I let go of that kind of being controlled by the past or letting go of memory so much, so there wasn't an emotional attachment to things, so I just wouldn't be thinking things over my head basically. Yeah, go on. This is going to last a short while. That's another influx of traffic, and so yeah, so I got this information from a Djinn actually. Niratash, and yeah, she can't be controlled by using that as one of her names really, and yeah, just knowledge of the universe. And it's only just really like one level. This is just a thin level of what there is. And yeah, you're a lot more happy when you let go of things and stop letting things control you, because it forces you into a singularity. And if you want to expand your consciousness, you can't really be stuck in this kind of singularity thinking, especially if you do a job that's the same every day. Otherwise, you're just thinking constantly about the tasks of that day. And where do you improve? You try to do them better at work? I guess so. You try to do them to a higher degree, but you're only really feeding a kind of pseudo entity, which is a company, and that may not notice you're there, and then when you're not there anymore, they just replace you with somebody else. So you're not really gaining anything spiritually by doing that. You're just contributing to a society, a group. But within a company, it's corporate, which is corpse, which is death, which is a path to an end. Really, it exists only to serve a purpose, and then it's complete. So, like the day ends, or the production of a line ends, or something like that. So it's not to further who you are. So yeah, so it's only a small sort of video, and I'll sign off this and sort of reflect back on the past and the present, and where I'm going with my existence. That's really complicated at the moment. Just at where I want to be and where I've been is just different. It's just kind of different, really. Like yesterday, I can't even almost remember what yesterday was. Just have these spiritual ideas, really. So anyway, this is Pigsy signing off, and speak to you soon.